Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today, I'd like to welcome back Karen Bowman, the VP of Channel for UJET, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Karen has a stellar career as a channel sales leader at companies such as BDNA Corporation, Serenova, and Five9 before joining the team at UJET a couple of years ago. She received the CRN Channel Chief Award in 2021. Karen, welcome back to the Top Gun Show.
Woohoo! As always, excited to be here, Steve, and good to see you up and around, my friend, and hope that Texas cold snap isn't getting you down.
Yeah, it's kind of tough right now, especially with just one wing. So we'll get through it. Absolutely. Well, hey, Karen, talk about the importance of the indirect channel in the go-to-market strategy of UJET and discuss how it has changed, if at all, since your last interview on the Top Gun Show about 9 months ago.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you asked about that because we've just been, growing like gangbusters. So it's been a phenomenal year for us. I'd have to say, the importance of it, obviously it's strategically important. The company's made a huge investment in our go-to-market team. We've grown the channel team over the last year. We're continuing to grow the channel team and also add some resources as well. And I'll mention that a little bit later. But when you think about it, last year was all about just getting out there. No one really knew who UJET was, right? So we had to get our name out there. So we were hitting the streets, hitting it hard. And, we really wanted to focus on differentiating ourselves as well. So that was the big push for last year. And that's really netted, a huge amount of wins and opportunities coming into this year. Performance for last year, we just ended our fiscal year at the end of January. So putting all those numbers together, but we went from 0 to about 40% of deals and about 50% of revenue we ended up ACV at the end of the year. So phenomenal performance for the team and growth in channel for 1 year. And then we're staring down Q1 for our fiscal year 2023, which is calendar year 2022 for the most part, just starting in February. And this quarter is looking to just eclipse pretty much all of last year's performance. So we're on that UJET rocket trajectory from a wins perspective. So that's been exciting. And then you'll see us focus on some additional tools and things we'll be rolling out.
Well, that's exciting stuff. And I take it a little bit of a compliment because you were the first real sponsor of the Top Gun Show 9 months ago. So I'm going to take a little bit of credit for that, Karen.
You should.
Yeah. Well, hey, there's a little bit around 9,000 sales partners that follow the Top Gun Show and about 30,000 buyers of telecom. But the 9,000 sales partners hear a lot of pitches from providers. Everybody's trying to get their mind share. So with these 9,000 sales partners watching, what message do you want sales partners to really remember about UJET?
Awesome. I love that question so much, Steve. And the reason is we ask ourselves that every day, every event we go to, every training we put on, how do you differentiate? What value are we bringing? What's different for those sales partners? Why should they sell UJET over something else? And, we've kind of had a little different look and feel out there in the marketplace too. And what it really gets down to is, partners should be helping their customers look at, next gen solutions that are really going to carry them through. There's been some great legacy solutions that have brought folks, to the space we are in cloud, but cloud's evolved as well. So when you look at UJET, we really are, one of the most, if not the most modern cloud platform in the CCaaS space. So even some of the analysts have dubbed us the CCaaS 3.0. So we're running with that. So what I think partners, should think about is how do they really differentiate with their customers? What are they bringing into the table that's new, exciting, different? And UJET packs a punch there on many levels, from stuff we're doing for writing directly into the CRM versus batching. So that's helping us with compliance. They don't have to worry about any of that, from FINRA, GDPR, SOX, HIPAA, whatever it is. We have all of that nailed for their customers. So those are things that hitherto they'd really have to dial in and dig down on. That along with uptime, you know, people publish a lot of SLAs on uptime out there. What's exciting for us, we're running the last 12 months at 100% uptime, and the recent AWS outages didn't even affect us because of our architecture. It's so cutting edge. We're active in AWS. So, you know, major brands went down. I won't disparage any of those brands here on your lovely show, but you know, we all know some big names went down, and none of our customers did for UJET. We're also in GCP now. I think we have somewhere around 25% of our customer base in GCP. Will be in Azure later this year, but we offer cloud to cloud failover. And I don't think there's anyone out there in the space offering that. So, you know, and that's kind of the table stakes of how cool we are. Then you get into the things we can do in the mobility space and allowing customers to be able to access brands seamlessly, getting support from either the mobile phone or a web app, you know, from their customer. I'm a Fitbit customer. That's one of our customers as well. And it's so cool. Someday when I see you next, I'll have to show you just how easy it is and seamless to connect with an agent right through the Fitbit app. And you don't even know that you're bouncing into UJET at that point. But the customer calling in already is providing tons of information just based on their phone, and that app can recognize, you know, things happening, what level of customer they are. I'm a premium customer, so they know that right away. And then they can offer me, you know, things where we use AI to, you know, maybe deflect calls. Like, am I calling to upgrade my subscription? Am I calling for help? Things I can do while I'm still in the IVR waiting for an agent, and then seamlessly be connected to an agent. So there's just so much excitement, Steve, around the product. What I'd really say is, you know, we're here to help you be successful with your customers. So don't hesitate. And we want to be both approachable and also really the differentiator out there.
Great answer. Great answer. Well, Karen, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and that I know you know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Since I asked you last time to tell us a little known fact, this time I'm going to ask you a different question. Who is the person you would like to meet, dead or alive, and what question would you ask him or her?
You know, Steve, that is like a tough question. I got to be honest. You know, I kind of went through all the people I'd like to go back and talk to that, you know, maybe were oppressive dictators or did horrible things in the world, and ask them, you know, what the hell? Like, couldn't you have found a better way? You know, but at the end of the day, I honestly, I thought about it. And I have to say, just like right now, one of the things is I'd like to go back and talk to my dad. You know, he died of Alzheimer's and I miss him. Sorry, you can cut this part.
Well, that's interesting. My dad passed away 27 years ago yesterday, and I have the same feeling that I wish I could go back and thank him, number one, because I didn't thank him like I should have. But thanks for being transparent and real, man. That's wonderful. I also want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to be on the Top Gun show once again. It's always wonderful to spend time with you, Karen. I wish you and your team continued success at UJET. Keep it rolling.
Absolutely. Well, let me give you the thing I promised you people would hear first on the Top Gun show. So we are getting ready to release a new partner portal. It's called UJET Flight Deck. So that'll be where you come and get all the information you need to, you know, take off and soar. Also to register leads. It's in beta with a few strategic partners right now. But again, heard first on the Top Gun show. If anybody's interested in kicking the tires with us on that, please shoot me an email. You can send it to the team at channel@ujet.cx. Perfect.
Great. Thanks for using the show to make that announcement. Appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.